Voice. Children, today we learn very clearly about how to change the sentence in active voice into passive voice. Before learning about voice, firstly we know about what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words arranged grammatically consisting of a subject and a predicate. That means verb plus object. For example, Rama eats a banana. Here, Rama is subject, means doer and doing some action, that is eating a banana. Eats a banana is a predicate, which states about the subject or object does. Now we learn about voice. What is voice? Voice is a form of verb which denotes whether subject has done something or something has done to the subject. Voice are of two kinds, active voice and passive voice. Active voice. A verb is said to be in active voice when the subject or the doer of an action is active. For example, Shyam writes a letter. Here, the subject Shyam is the doer of the action, that is writing a letter. Passive voice. When you change the sentence Shyam writes a letter into passive voice, the form is like this. A letter is written by Shyam. Here, the subject, the letter, is not the doer of the action but receives the action. So, we call it as passive verb. What kind of verbs are used in passive voice? Only a transitive verb is used in the passive voice. That means the verb with an object after it. And second, intransitive verbs are not used in the passive voice. That means the verb which do not have a direct object. For example, go, sleep, come, run, walk, etc. Thirdly, the passive voice is used when the subject of the active voice is unknown, unimportant or vague. Example, people, they, a person, somebody, someone. Rules for changing the sentence in active voice into passive voice. Firstly, trace out subject, verb and object of the sentence. Next, object in the active voice becomes subject in the passive voice. Thirdly, suitable be form is used according to the tense of the main verb in the active voice. Next, the verb in the active voice is changed into past participle in the passive voice. Preposition by is used after the past participle. The subject in the active voice becomes object in the passive voice. List of the be form verbs which are used in the passive voice. Tense, be form verb. In present tense, is, am, are. Is used for singular, am is used for first person, are is used for plural. Past tense, was or were. Future tense, be. Continuous tense, being. Perfect tense, been. Use of pronouns while changing active voice into passive voice. Active voice, passive voice. I changes into me. We, us. You, he, him. She, her. They, them. Now children will learn about a table. Here I have given in the table how to change inactive voice into passive voice. The following table helps you how active voice is changed into passive voice. After learning this one, you can understand how to change the sentence in active into passive very easily. In simple present tense, that means subject plus V1. I eat an apple. In passive voice, the structure is subject plus am or is or are plus past participle plus object. Example, an apple is eaten by me. In simple past, subject plus V2. I ate an apple. Here the structure in passive voice is subject plus was or were plus past participle plus object. Was is used for singular and were is used for plural. And the example is an apple was eaten by me. Here an apple is singular, so we have used was. An apple was eaten by me. Simple future. Subject plus will or shall plus V1. I shall eat an apple. Here shall is used because I is in first person. I shall eat an apple. In passive voice, the structure is subject plus will be or shall be plus past participle. Example is an apple will be eaten by me. Here shall changes into will be because an apple is third person singular. Present continuous. Structure is subject plus am or is plus or plus V1 plus in. That means present participle. Example, I am eating an apple. In passive, subject plus am or is or are plus being plus past participle. And example is an apple is being eaten by me. In past continuous, subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing form. Example is I was eating an apple. Here in passive, subject plus was or were plus being plus past participle. Example is an apple was eaten by me. In present perfect, subject plus has or have plus past participle. I have eaten an apple. In passive, subject plus has or have plus been plus past participle. Example, an apple has been eaten by me. Here in active voice, I, that's what we have used have. Here in passive, an apple is third person singular. It is followed by has. Past perfect. Subject plus had plus past participle. I had eaten an apple. In passive, the structure is subject plus had plus been plus past participle. An apple had been eaten by me. In questions who changes into by whom. Now we learn about examples tense wise. Firstly, present tense. Birds build nest. Nests are built by birds. Here birds build nest. Nests are built by birds. Nest is in plural. That's what we have used are built. Sachin plays cricket well. Cricket is played by Sachin well. Cricket is in singular, so we have used is played. Shyam writes a letter. A letter is written by Shyam. People speak English all over the world. English is spoken all over the world. They announce results. Results are announced. In these two examples, the subject people and they are unimportant. That's what we did not use those subjects in passive form. Example on past tense. The police caught the thieves. The thieves were caught by the police. The snake coiled the doctor's shoulder. The doctor's shoulder was coiled by the snake. When a transitive verb has two objects, either the direct or the indirect object may become the subject of the sentence in passive. For example, the principal gave him a prize. Here him is indirect object and a prize is direct object. and we change the sentence into passive like this. He was given a prize by the principal. Here him changes into he. So we have used him as subject here and written like he was given a prize by the principal. And we can use direct object also as a subject. A prize was given him by the principal. One more example. The king gave the pandit a reward. The pandit was given a reward by the king. A reward was given to the pandit by the king. Examples on simple future. We shall play the match tomorrow. A match will be played by us tomorrow. The students will complete the project. The project will be completed by the students. I shall have written the letter. The letter will have been written by me. Karthik will buy a car next month. A car will be bought by Karthik next month. Mohit will help me in solving the maths problems. I shall be helped by Mohit in solving the maths problems. Pranav will do this work. This work will be done by Pranav. Examples on present continuous tense. Children are flying kites. Kites are being flown by the children. Jahnavi is singing a song in the prayer. A song is being sung by Jahnavi in the prayer. Basha is playing cricket in the ground. Cricket is being played by Basha in the ground. Mother is cooking food in the kitchen. Food is being cooked by mother in the kitchen. The mason is building the wall. The wall is being built by the mason. The teacher is teaching the lesson. The lesson is being taught by the teacher. Examples on past continuous tense. Sita was writing a letter to her father. A letter was being written by Sita to her father. They were fighting the last battle. The last battle was being fought by them. Children were writing a test. A test was being written by the children. Durga was preparing clay models. Clay models were being prepared by Durga. Here clay models is in plural. That's what we have used here, were being prepared. Revant was giving a speech. A speech was being given by Revant. Examples for present perfect tense. Swami has broken the window panes. The window panes have been broken by Swami. Here Swami in active voice. Swami the subject is in singular, so we have used has. Whereas in passive, the window panes are in plural. That's what we have used have been. Next example. Sheila has paid the school fee. The school fee has been paid by Sheila. Jaswant has won the first prize in elocution. The first prize has been won by Jaswant in elocution. They have cut all the telephone wires. All the telephone wires have been cut. Here also all the telephone wires are in plural. That's what we have used have been. I have taught them English. They have been taught English by me. The manager has granted me loan. The loan has been granted me by the manager. The loan is in singular, so we have used has been. I have been granted a loan by the manager. Here first person I, that is the subject, so we have used have been. I have been granted a loan by the manager. Examples for past perfect tense. The team had won the match. The match had been won by the team. She had not confessed her guilt. Her guilt had not been confessed by her. My servant had cleaned my shoes. My shoes had been cleaned by my servant. He had found her address in the telephone book. Her address had been found by him in telephone book. Sachin had forgotten the homework book. The homework book had been forgotten by Sachin. Examples for future perfect tense. They will have played a match. A match will have been played by them. Rita will have deposited the money. The money will have been deposited by Rita. The organizers will have conducted a program. A program will have been conducted by the organizers. We shall have bought a car. A car will have been bought by us. The exams will have commenced in the next month. The exams will have been commenced in the next month. Now we learn about how can we change the imperative sentences into passive voice. Passive voice pattern. In affirmative sentence, in passive, the structure form is like this. Let plus, subject plus, be plus, past participle plus, second subject. And second one, whereas that is the sentence is in negative, the structure form is like this. Let plus, subject plus, not plus, be plus, past participle plus, second subject. Example, pay the fee regularly. In passive, the structure is like this. Let the fee be paid regularly. Don't open the door. Here, in active voice, the sentence is negative. And in passive, we change the sentence into like this. Let the door not be opened. Here, we can use directly the verb in imperative mode as passive verb also. For example, leave the class. We can write this sentence in passive like this. You are ordered to leave the class. When the sentence is in polite request, that is started with please, then begin the sentence as you are requested in passive. For example, please post this letter. In passive, the sentence will be like this. You are requested to post this letter. Some more examples in imperative sentences. Don't throw stones on street dogs. Let the stones not be thrown on street dogs. Make a drum from the trunk of a tree. Let a drum be made with the trunk of a tree. Deposit the money in the bank. Let the money be deposited in the bank. Post this letter. Let the letter be posted. Enter the left door. You are asked to enter by the left door. Do not insult the poor. Let the poor not be insulted. Now interrogative sentences. WH questions. First we learn how to change WH questions into passive. That means when, where, which, how, why, etc. Who can do this sum? Who changes into by whom? By whom can this sum be done? Here in passive, the subject will be kept between two verb forms. Why did he take the book? Why was the book taken by him? Here the subject, the book, will be kept between was taken. What are you doing? What is being done by you? Who cooks your food? By whom is your food cooked? When will you return money? When will money be returned by you? Where did you place your books? Where were your books placed by you? Now interrogative sentences with yes or no questions. Does she speak English fluently? In passive, we can write like this. Is English spoken by her fluently? Here, when the sentence is in present tense, that means does or do. Here in passive, we can use is or are. Did he complete his work? In passive, the sentence is like this. Was his work be completed by him? Here the subject did, that is in past tense. The question is in past tense. So we have used here was or were. Have you ever seen Taj Mahal? Has Taj Mahal ever been seen by you? Does she like mangoes? Are mangoes liked by her? Here mangoes are in plural. That's what we have used are. Are mangoes liked by her? Will you help the poor man? Will the poor man be helped by you? Shall I ask you a question? Will a question be asked you by me? Or will you be asked a question by me? Some miscellaneous sentences. One should keep one's promises. In passive, we write promises should be kept. I know him. He is known to me. Known is always followed by preposition to. Next, congratulations. You are congratulated. You surprise me. I am surprised. Some verbs are always used in passive form. For example, she was born in India. Was born. Kovind was sworn as the President of India. They were taken aback by her behavior. In some sentences, the causal object in active sentences is not used as subject in passive. Instead, there it is used in the place of subject. For example, someone said that great men think alike. It was said that great men think alike. We know that the earth revolves round the sun. It is known that the earth revolves round the sun. The English expected to conquer Berlin. It was expected that the English would conquer Berlin. People believe that there are 14 worlds in this universe. It is believed that there are 14 worlds in this universe. We know that Parsis are from Persia. It is known that Parsis are from Persia. So now children, I think you have learnt about voice well and you have understood well, and now you can do any kind of sentence very well and you can get more marks. Thank you.